So, a lot of people talking about boycott Africans, boycotting Africans. Yes, boycott them goddamn Africans. I'm sick of it. Every time I gotta go get food from them, I gotta get hair from them, anything I gotta do with them, their attitudes suck. They're not friendly. And then they're not even doing the service properly. Like, of course we need to boycott them. I'm Jamaican, but I was raised in America. Boycott the motherfucking Jamaicans too. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them. Every minute they wanna, when you go in their restaurant, they have an attitude. They don't want to give you the proper service. You stayed in there for hours, and then their food is going up. The price of food is going up. Maybe them service better go up too. I'm sick of it, you goddamn Jamaicans. I don't give a damn. And then while we at it, what about the Asians? The Asians with the restaurants in the black community. How about that? Boycott their asses too. They're nasty. They're nasty. Their nail salon. The nail salon people, they have a big attitude. They're not friendly, and we keep going to them. Yes, we understand that their service or immediate, but you don't have no right to treat us like this. I can tell you, like, on my 5 fingers, how many times I went to get my nails done or something like that. Well, this time I did it my damn self. Because I'm sick of going to them. Like, I'd rather just keep my fucking money. And then their services are getting worse, but the price is getting higher with the Asian community. Like, I'm sick of it. I don't know specifically which one it is. But, yes, I'm sick of it. I've been on the social media bashing them for years because I'm sick of it. Nobody does nothing about it. Yes, because they're convenient. They're rude. They're Chinese food. I don't even eat Chinese food no more. Like, from the, like, nowhere. Because, like, I'm scared of them. Especially all these different situations coming out where people in the back of restaurants cutting food on the floor. They don't care about us. They don't. They don't care about us. They literally show us that every time we go in there with their demeanor and everything like that. So, I feel like the boycott for them too. Get them out the black neighborhood. We sick of them. We don't even buy their food anymore. Like, they're just surviving off of, I don't even know how they're surviving now. I'm just sick of the Africans as well. Like, they're so mean. I know like 10 Africans right now with a bad attitude. Girl, I'm not the fault. I'm not fault for your trauma. I didn't do this to you. I didn't do nothing to you. So don't come around like getting an attitude with me. Like, and then I have to walk around in a bad mood because I gotta be around these goddamn Africans. Because they got stuff going on with them for years that they ain't never fulfilled. Like, I'm sick and tired of it. You know, African food got popular, which is nice, and I'm happy that they're getting their coins. But they can be more professional. Like, going in their establishment is disgusting. Like, how they carry themselves. Like, I don't like that. Yeah, everything is raising. Prices are raising and everything like that. But the customer service sucks. Sucks. I'm talking about trash, bottom of the barrel in hell. I'm sick of it. And like, I mean, like, yeah, going to Walmart and stuff like that. Cool. At least I can get a refund if my food is bad, or I can get a refund if my service is not right, or something like that. These places, I get it, they're small business. I understand the manpower and everything to like push out these food and whatever service they're getting. We understand that, but still, don't give me the shitty end of the stick and I'm the paying customer. I'm your customer base. You understand? Like, the other day, me and my husband went to fucking a Mexican restaurant. It was a small business. I don't even think it's a franchise yet. But how the fuck are you gonna make it to a franchise when people walk in, you gotta get faces scrunched up? I get it. Nobody want to work. I understand. Boo-hoo. But if you decided that you were going to be having a business and stuff like this, you better see it through. You know? Literally, they have fucking... I'm terrified. Like, every time I go out to eat, I'm terrified because, like I said, at this restaurant, they had mold on their fucking cake from the whole back. I'm like, how long has this fucking cake been sitting here? My husband took a bite and he looked again. He was scared he had to spit the cake out. Because that's how disgusting these places are. Like, and then the long wait. I mean, granted, we should be boycotting them way more businesses, especially the DMV, Penda, however y'all call it. Like, everything is going up. Like, everything is going up. Everything is going up, like, to the point where the service is sucking. Because if I'm paying you fucking $100-something to renew my driver's license, depends on what you got, what kind of driver's license you have, Why the fuck am I waiting 4 hours, my nigga? You know how much hours I had to work to get that $130 that I have to sit here? You think I have so much time to sit here? If I'm paying $100-something waiting in these long ass lines at PennDOT, I need to be making this money back now. Like, I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. I'm up here with their issues, like with these issues, and I've been talking about the Chinese for so long. Whether they're cutting under my nail beds when I go to them, like, I'm terrified at this point. I just don't even want to go outside. I really don't. Like, I'm tired of these businesses. So if we have to boycott them to get where we need to go, I really think we should. I think we should. I'm from Philadelphia, and I'm ready whenever you guys are. Yes, I don't care about having the service right away, you know. And the Black American hairstylists too got to get goddamn boycott all those motherfuckers. I'm tired. I'm sick of it. I'm tired. Like, I'm tired. Thank you.
Black Americans are boycotting African businesses. Yes, you heard it right. Black Americans are now refusing to support African-owned businesses in the United States of America. This is very disturbing, you know. It's very sad. And it's not so good, since as black people, our unity is key because we share the same struggles. You see, Africans were oppressed through colonialism, right? We had some parts of Africa which were enslaved. You know, many people don't know about the Islamic slave trade that was taking place in the north of Africa and in the eastern coast of Africa. We had the Islamic trade, slave trade, right? So that is what we suffered, colonialism and slave trade. But for our other brothers and sisters in the other side of the world, the USA, they suffered slavery. And we were suffering. The person who was causing both the colonialism and the slavery is one, right? The European colonizer. This is the man who was causing the most problems for all of us. So we had shared a common oppressor. And because we share the same struggles, I believe it is really important for us to come together. Because in the midst of this all, someone is benefiting from the separation. Do you agree?
Yes, true.
Someone is really benefiting from the oppression and the division. Yes? So I want us to look at these clips. Black Americans showing their frustration of why they don't really want to support black businesses, which is really sad. It's very, very sad. It's killing the spirit of Pan-Africanism, you know. I want us to listen to these Black Americans, and then I shall get back by the end of the video, where I shall share with you my deep, critical analysis. Let's dive in.
First of all, I'm going to say thank you for commenting, and I will elaborate on this. You are not entirely wrong. I think we Africans need to use this opportunity and actually sit back and think of what we have done that is triggering this with our African American brothers and sisters. And you may not like me right now. You may not like the fact that I'm calling you my brother and sister, but you are. African brothers and sisters, listen. We have to take ownership of what we have done or said or made our brothers and sisters to feel that is making them say these things. What they're saying is not coming out of thin air. It has been provoked by something or their experiences. Brothers and sisters that come from the same father and mother fight. So why wouldn't we fight? But this fight is an opportunity for us to sit back and rethink, find our faults, try to find resolution, try to see how we can accommodate each other. Look, stone me if you like, but it is what it is. We need to stand on truth, put our egos aside, because they're already fighting an uphill battle. And if we, as we are fighting this uphill battle, we fight amongst each other, there is no moving forward. That is my 2 cents. He who has ears, let him hear. Oh. I'm just saying.
You know, life in the United States as an African, it's not easy. As our friends back there in Africa, our family members, our relative thing, the thing is easy. The thing, immediately you get here, there is one tree at one corner waiting for you with money there just for you to pluck and start sending to them. No, they think that you are the goddess of money when you get here. Life here is so expensive, so hard. For example, somebody in Africa comes to you for help, like a friend. Yeah, literally, you're going to help the person the first time, the second time, but they take advantage of it, which is not right. Because you help somebody the first time, because you help somebody the second time, they'll be like, oh, she helped me the first time, she helped me the second time, I'm going to go to her for help. Like, they forget the fact that you also have responsibilities. Like, you have house bill, like the bills here to pay, you have light bill, you have gas bill, you have phone bill, you have car bill, like everything. They forget the fact that you also work that money. Because you help somebody the first time, you help somebody the second time, they will be thinking, anytime I have a problem, I'll go to this person, I'll go to this person. No, please stop taking advantage. Life here is not easy. Like I said, people have phone bills, have light bills, they have gas bills, it's not easy. You'll be like, I don't have money this time. They start spreading you rumors, start saying you're a selfish person, you're a wicked person, you're this, you don't want to help people, you this, that, blah, blah, blah. Forgetting the fact that you work day and night just to earn this money. Some people work 40 hours, some people work 60 hours, some people don't even sleep in their own houses, some people literally change in their cars. Just because somebody help you, just take advantage. I beg, no be so, yeah.
Y'all right here, I want y'all to see who is in charge of foundational Black American reparations at the African Union. You probably never heard of her before, have you? Me neither. No, at all, have never seen this individual. But this is the individual that has been granted the powers as the 6th region of the African Union to oversee our money. You damn right. Family, look at this right here, okay? H.E. Dr. Queen Blessing Atua, chair of the African Union 6th region in the USA. Did any of y'all sign up for her to be a representative? We already have people who always seem to be our fake representatives who are American. This woman is a Nigerian. This is a Nigerian woman who's been running around here as your representative, fam. And I'm not talking about your district. I'm not talking about your town. I'm not talking about your committee. I'm saying she's representing all of us. So to make it clear and plain in my proletarian workers' language, fam, this woman is running around here being the boss and the chairwoman of reparations in a country in which she did not even have any parts of. As a matter of fact, Nigeria wasn't even a country. The main person who put all this together was exactly that right there, Barack Obama. Yes, Barack Obama was the individual that gave this lady a Lifetime Achievement Award. And then you got to ask yourself, a Lifetime Achievement Award for what? This woman ended up getting a Lifetime Achievement Award so she could be the main one that they put in position to steal our reparations. And about the same exact time that all of this was starting to occur, family, was the same exact time that reparations movement, the reparations generation started to take off. Yep. So around the same time that we started really getting it popping in these streets when it came to reparations is the same exact time this woman gets this award from Barack Obama, because 2 tethers of a feather don't flock together. I want you to think about every tether, family, and then I want you to think about how they're all in one giant cahoots to work with one another. I'm talking about the damn Uber driver all the way down to Kamala Harris or Barack Obama. She was put in a position, and I'm going to show you, fam. I'm talking about she has positions with the UN. She has positions with the African Union. And do you guys know that she authored, check this out. It blew my mind when I seen it, fam. I told y'all, #1 activist. I'm going to take this to a whole nother maximum. Do you guys know that she authored a law in the state of Georgia to help immigrants? Yes, African immigrants. Now, I want you to rewind time to a year ago. A year ago when we were out here highlighting all of these Africans that were being dropped off in Atlanta. And did you guys all see the poll that just came out? It really wasn't a poll. It was some statistics that say Atlanta is no longer the Black Mecca. And they talk about how so many migrants are there. A lot of those migrants are Africans and Haitians and Jamaicans. Well, guess what, y'all? This woman authored the bill that ended up getting pushed through all by Democrats to allow these people to come in. I got receipts on you, Miss Tua. Matter of fact, there go the goddamn bill right there. Oh.
How the Black community shocked me as an African, when you come to America and you come and meet, we come and meet our brothers and sisters in America here, life will shock you. The way people behave will shock you. You get a cultural shock. I say this to say something. When you step your foot in America, you will notice that there's a problem in the black community. And you ask yourself, how did this start? And how are we going to solve this problem? But when you observe for some time, you will notice that that particular problem cannot be solved. I am saying this based on our behavior. Like when you come, certain things will shock you. You will behave and they will think that you are disrespectful. This thing is right now, they are saying it. They said, we Africans, when we come here, we don't respect them. But they don't know that how we were raised, and when we come here, the things we see, it shocked us. We look at them like, why is this person doing this? Why is this? Why is this that? Why can a normal human being do this? You can see something negative in your entire life as an African. You just know that this is negative. And you ask yourself, why are they doing it? And everybody is looking at them. Life will shock you. You will just notice there's a problem. There's a big problem in the black community. And I don't know who to blame, but I think it's a wayward life kind of style, because nobody cares about anybody. It's not like, let me use this example. Unlike Africa, when we were growing up, kids have to be where kids belong. If you are a grown person, like, we respect people based on their age. So when you see kids misbehaving, as a grown person, you step up and solve the problem, or put them to do the right thing. Let me set the example. When I was in Ghana, I was a teacher. So I will be riding, I have a motorbike. I had a motorbike. I ride my motorbike to work and back home every day. So I can be coming home from work in the evening, and I'll see young kids like, let me say 17, 18, 19, like that. And they are sitting in a particular joint. They go and hide somewhere smoking, or they are drinking, and they are doing something. And I just know that this thing these kids are doing will have a negative impact in the future. I will just park my motor and I will remove my belt and whip them. They will run away. They know that what they are doing is wrong. That's why I'm whooping them. And none of them will stand and say, let me fight back. You dare not. And we do this in Africa because if you allow it and the negativity continue, it will affect you directly or indirectly in the future. So we always solve our problem before it grows. Because if you allow it to happen, it's going to affect you one way or the other. We do that in Africa. You will see a young kid, let's say, talking square up or trying to talk trash to a grown person. And somebody who is older than him will just come and slap the hell out of you. Who dare you? That's disrespectful. No matter how strong you are, respect the age. You see, let's say, how dare you see a young guy, let's say 20-year-old boy, talking to a 40-year-old lady? Can I get your number? That's disrespectful. We don't allow that to happen. That's disrespectful. So you correct the problem before it grows. And when you come here, you just see everything upside down. When you see kids misbehaving here in America, no matter your age, the best solution you can do is to mind your business. Because if you step in without your African lifestyle, to say, let me stop them so that because this thing they are doing will get them into jail, or to get them into a bad life practice that will affect them in the future, you will know very well that what they are doing will put them in trouble. You will know that what they are doing will either get them locked, get them killed, or it will ruin their future. But you cannot say anything because it's in a black community. Everybody is for themselves. No leader, no grown person. You cannot correct problem. When you see a problem, go away. When you see them even stealing, mind your business, or else if you say, hey, stop, they can turn around and kill you or do something to you or hurt you. And this is the problem that I just observe. Sometimes I will just think about it. You think to some level and your brain will just freeze. Just leave the problem alone. It's a big problem in the black community. And when you look for the future, when you are looking, the future look even worse than it is now. Because kids today, sometimes you hear on the news the crimes that teenagers are committing in America. You ask yourself, what the hell? When I was at that age, heck, you were scared of certain things. Here, it's just a loose environment. It's like nobody cares and nobody can shout at anybody. The only person the kids scared of is police. And this is why I was talking about the communities and community leaders. In Africa, we have chiefs. A chief can just give a command and everybody will respect that command. When the chief say everybody sleep, nobody should come out at this time, everybody will obey that. Here it doesn't happen. When two brothers are fighting, the mother or the father in the house, the first thing they will do is call police. Nobody can shout at the other one, hey, sit down, you are the younger one, stop. And the person will listen and stop. That is why police in America are so much involved in the black community, because we use the police to solve problems that could have been solved within the family. And when you get police involved in so much of your business, you will get problem with them, because they're not going to solve the problem based on your family rules and regulations. Because in Africa, everybody have families. You have our rules and regulations. No family want their kids to go out there and commit a crime. It will be a disgrace to the family. So they protect their kids that way. Here, it's like the police is the best leader, like the only person to correct problems in America. In Africa, we don't allow that to happen. You solve the problem internally first. When it gets bigger than you, then you involve the police. But here in America, especially in the black community, once a slap, if two brothers are having an argument and the other one slap the other one, police, guns, fighting. The other one is trying to even kill the other one. It will escalate, and you ask yourself, how can a slap lead to this? Because nobody can shout, nobody can stop anything. Say, hey, sit down, you are the... No. But in Africa, I remember I was bigger than my elder brother. I was bigger than my elder brother. But anytime there's a confusion and we are talking and we are arguing about something, if my mom says, hey, sit down, stop, who dare me? I will just shut up there. It doesn't matter you right or what, you will shut up. But you can't do that here in America. The community is loose for problem. The community is just going down, and you know that it's going down. Even now, it is bad. But if you think about the next 5 years, 10 years, it is worse. It's a big problem. It's a cultural shock that I don't know, but we can get better. We need to get better. We have to get better.
Y'all music ain't better than ours. Y'all food ain't better than ours. Y'all women don't look better than us. Y'all don't dress better than us. Y'all don't talk better than us. Y'all don't do nothing better than us. Y'all don't do nothing on the same level as us. Oh yeah, fuck Castanet too.
This is an example of derivative imperialism. This guy has internalized the association with the dominant power, being white people, and projecting that superiority onto others. In this case, Africans. All 54 countries. Side note, it's so nonsensical to compare one ethnicity with 54 countries. Like, that is brain dead. But, hey, I did challenge this guy in the comments that I was going to talk about it. It's like everything that black Americans do in this country is through white people. If you want a loan, you go to a white bank. If you go to the hospital, it's owned by a white person in this country, right? All the music, it's run by white people. Every sport, who owns every team in every league, right? So it's like, how are you going to compare that to countries who the majority of the population owns and runs the majority of the government, the majority of the infrastructure? And don't even look at this as some dunk. I'm not trying to dunk on African Americans. Like, I have tons and tons of black American friends. I grew up around black Americans. But when I hear things like this, it's like this FBA mentality, this like, oh, we're not African, blah, 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 blah. Like, it stems from this association with white people, right? White people look at you doing this nonsense and laugh at you, bro. No one's saying that you're not your own ethnicity, right? If you listen to xenophobic comments from anyone, right, and then you create this generalized idea about a people based off of Twitter comments, based off of TikTok comments, bro, that's your fault. Like, you're an adult. You should know better. Trying to compare food from one ethnicity in one country to the food in 54 countries, again, brain dead. You want to compare dressing? Like, African kids don't come here and dress? What are you talking about? When you have access to things, that's when you can see who can dress better, right? Give all these poor countries, give them all the same amount of money, the same amount of resources, and see who dresses better. And then come back to me. Talking about you talk better. You literally talk the colonizer's language. I don't even know why you'd bring that up. Again, this isn't a dunk on African Americans, but that's a dumb point. But yes, I do agree. Fuck Kai Cenat. That was some dumb shit that he said, because black Americans do have a culture, right? It's a legitimate culture. Like, I fully agree. In fact, I agree so much that I think that it's time that black Americans sit down and create like this Sulani thing, like get this thing going. Like, enough of this black American, African American, like give it an actual name at this point. That's what I would do. But whether you're FBA, whether you're African, whether you're just some random person watching this video, don't think that people like this represent the whole. Like, people like this are just dumb. Right? People like this creator, like, they're lost in the sauce. And I hope that this creator can like figure this shit out. Because again, these brain dead takes, like, they're stemming from all this nonsense you consume and you believe it. Like, go touch grass, bro. Go talk to actual Africans your age and see what their sentiments are. Anyway, let me know what you guys think.
So here is my deep critical analysis after listening carefully to every speech that was made, or rather every conversation that was made. The first one is cultural misunderstanding and disappointments, right? There is a cultural misunderstanding and disappointments. The culture of Africans is very much different from the culture of the black Americans. And we cannot overlook this. We cannot say that African culture is superior, or black American culture is superior. We can't say that, but there's a clear difference. And this might be one of the reasons why our brothers and sisters are refusing to support our African brothers and sisters as well. You see, many black Americans who moved to Africa often come with the big hope of finding unity, cultural belonging, and a sense of home, right? However, upon arrival, some Africans, or rather some black Americans, experience culture shock and disillusionment. First one is different values and communication styles, right? Africans and African Americans often have different norms around time, business, service, and relationships. Another one is a feeling of rejection. some black Americans report not being fully accepted by the local Africans, who may view them as foreigners or even mock their assets or behaviors. The third one is scams or poor business treatment. You see, there have been cases, many cases I have heard of myself. Africans overpricing black Americans, you know, because they speak that tone. We've had a lot of dishonesty. We've had a lot of unmet expectations from local businesses, which can lead to resentment, right? The second one is economic exploitation and pricing discrimination. Several African Americans have reported being charged more by local businesses simply because they are perceived as wealthy foreigners, right? This creates the feeling of economic exploitation rather than brotherhood or sisterhood in the continent, right? And then the third one is historical discontentment and lack of Pan-African education. Can you explain that? What do you understand by that?
Historical disconnection, lack of Pan-African. I think when black Americans were moved to the US, they lost connection with their culture. They lost their identity, they lost their language. They had to adopt to the American culture or create their own unique black American culture. So there is this disconnection between black Americans and Africans, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so I feel like, you know, most black Americans don't like associating themselves with Africans or being involved in anything that consists of Africans. So there is that disconnection between black Americans and Africans. But we don't blame you guys, black Americans, because this is something, it was done not because you are willing, it was unwillingly. Like your ancestors who are moved to the US as slaves, and you are given birth to by your ancestors. So it is something that you didn't do willingly.
Yeah.
It was done unwillingly.
Yeah.
We can't really blame you.
Yeah. So another one is a historical disconnect and lack of Pan-African education, right? You see, when the slavery took place, there was a disconnect, as you said, that happened, right? However, we can't really grasp the full depth of this disconnection, right? You find that many of these individuals, or rather many of these Africans with whom were deported, or not really deported, but were moved from Africa to the USA, they broke ties with their family members because it was you capturing an individual, right? Yeah. It was not a willful thing. Families were broken, and it is being told that some Africans sold Africans,
African Americans,
to the slave masters, right? For money, or for weapons, or for salt, or for gold, whatever it was, they sold Africans. So there is that part also, and then there's the part of Pan-Africanism, where you find that when the education system of the USA is being taught, there is some things which are always neglected, right? It is either neglected or partial truth is told, right? You find that there is no a Pan-Africanist study being done on the United States, right? In Africa, we study Pan-Africanism. In Kenya, I studied Pan-Africanism. In my primary and in my secondary, we study Pan-Africanism. Also, if you go ahead if you go ahead to higher education, Pan-Africanism is still being studied, right? So Pan-Africanism is one thing which could really help in bringing us more closer
together,
and together, you know. But that is now not being taught. What is expected is separation, misinformation, and hatred. we are told wrong things or untrue things, right?
True.
And then another one why black Americans may want to boycott black-owned businesses is because of the media. The media really plays a huge role
In what they portray.
in what they portray, you see? What you consume is what you think. What you think determines your action. Right now, the action is boycotting African businesses. It has come out of the media. You are told African businesses are not at par. African businesses are really not, you know, really not good, because you believe that what the media says is true. But right now, more than ever, black people should realize, if you want the truth, come to the actual ground. Don't listen to TV with people who don't look like you preaching bad news about people who look like you. I think you should come to the ground and see for your own self, right?
Yeah, they should explore for themselves.
Explore for yourselves. Do you have anything to add?
I just think like we are all black, so black Americans and Africans should really support each other in terms of business, in terms of building a community. Like, you know, Africans move from Africa to the US in search of green pastures. We have the term American dream. So most Africans move from Africa to the US thinking that they're going to make it. They're just finding a way to survive, a way to make a living. So if they get there and create businesses, what you can really do as fellow black people is just to support them. Don't boycott their businesses. Yeah, that's all I have to say to you, black Americans. And also try and understand. I know there is difference in culture, difference in the way they do things. There are a lot of differences between Africans and black Americans, but all in all, we are of the same blood, same struggles, same color, you know. It's just the region that differentiates us.
Another thing is neocolonialism. Neocolonialism will bring about rejecting African-owned businesses. Do you know how that will impact black people? You see, neocolonialism is there to teach us that anything black is not good. Everything non-black is good, right? But that's wrong. It's very wrong. Neocolonialism teaches us to prioritize shops owned by white people, shop owned by Asians, Indians, you know, Chinese. But your very own shop owned by a black individual, John Smith, you don't go to John Smith's shop, but you go to John Carter's shop because he's white. So there is also an aspect of neocolonialism into this. Yes. Anyways, these are our own opinions. Your opinion you can share as well. It is important.
Let us know what you think about the topic.
Let us know what you think about the topic, yes. And remember to do this. Subscribe and support us on Patreon. And see you in the next one.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.